I'm Sarah,
And I'm Kim.
and we are glad you're here today to chat with us about stitching and other stuff. And we just realized we're on probably opposite sides of what we usually are when we're on Zoom, because I think I'm usually on the right side. Will it switch it? Will it reverse it?
I don't know.
I guess we'll see when we are uploading it, what it does. But we weren't expecting to be together this week until Thursday, and then all of our plans changed.
Dramatically.
You want to talk about it?
Sarah has another niece, and I have a fifth granddaughter that we weren't expecting so soon.
Yeah. So she
was born at almost 32 weeks. I think she was born on Thursday, and it was 31 weeks, X days. And she's tiny. She's
really tiny.
There was concern. There was a lot of concerns in the beginning anyway that mom was having to deliver, but then they were also super concerned that even for her gestational age, she was only in the second percentile. So they were already bracing themselves for a tiny, tiny baby. And Sarah and I were on FaceTime all day. This is my son and daughter-in-law that live on our property. They live in a trailer. So they were here, and it was
there's just a lot that kind of happened that day.
Very fast, very scary.
We didn't expect, even once they went to the hospital, we thought that they would probably still have a few days before they thought that the baby should be delivered.
But mommy's
it went pretty quick.
Blood pressure just could not be regulated, and the meds they were using, baby didn't tolerate. So, I mean, literally by 3:00 that afternoon, she was born by C-section. And Sarah and I all morning were like, oh, what do you think second percentile is? What do you think about age? I mean, and we know enough that we know that 24, 26, 28 weekers are born all the time and make it, but a lot of them, might be in the 50th percentile for their weight. And so we were bracing ourselves for maybe an under 2-pound baby. And when I got the text message from my son that she had been born and saw that she was 2 pounds, 14 ounces, I was over the moon.
Yeah. Even though that is still
tiny, but it was better than what I thought it was going to be, and she's doing great. She's doing exactly like she should be at her gestational age. And mama's hanging in there. She's doing good. She's still in the hospital, I think, one more day.
But her blood pressure is pretty well stabilized.
Yeah.
Like, she's probably about ready to come home, but she's going to stay an extra day, which I think is great, because then she'll be close to the NICU for another day, and maybe she can go get another visit.
She had the baby on Thursday afternoon, and she didn't get to hold the baby until yesterday, because they did skin to skin. And so they could have held her earlier, but she couldn't get there yet. They weren't letting her out of bed yet to go see the baby. So my son just kind of said, no, we'll wait to hold her until mommy can come down and do it. So,
and I don't think he's held her yet.
No,
they were hoping to do both, but then she was in a lot of pain because of, I think, the C-section. So hopefully soon he'll get to, but probably what'll happen, I don't know. It's hard to speculate, but he'll probably get lots and lots of time with her while mommy is recovering here at first.
Oh yeah. He was trying to be super respectful of mama. So she is really doing great.
She is doing
and there's always going to be little things for the baby as she comes along, but none of it's been dangerous or surprising or out of the norm. And so anyway, Sarah then called me that evening and said, we want to come over. Can we come over? And I said, yeah, come over. And so they drove over yesterday, and we were able to, of course, we can't go in the hospital. Normally we would have been able to, and we would have been able to go see her too. But we did. My poor son was just dying. He was just tired of hospital food and not wanting to leave long enough to go get food. So we took him down some dinner, and he came out of the hospital. And the hospital they're at has all kinds of like benches, and they've got some like seating areas along the building outside. And it was a little chilly, but I mean, it was
too bad. It was one of our better days, really.
It wasn't raining like it is today. So he came out and sat with us, and I think he really, really, Sarah got together a balloon bouquet and a little stuffed pink octopus and to take to her. And we were talking about how with COVID and you don't have any visitors, nobody's bringing you any treats when you're in the hospital. And it's kind of a mood lifter when somebody cares enough to. So we did that, and hopefully those will stay in Junie's room. Her name is Juniper May. And
say that.
I'm going to say, everybody they told everybody. They haven't made any well, by the time you see this, they will have probably announced it on social media. But I did get permission to talk about it. I didn't want to do that without their permission. So she's just a tiny little fighter, and she's going to be this is going to be our little miracle baby. So, and in between seeing her, then my other son and daughter-in-law has been over twice with their little, she's 6 months now, almost
5.
6 months old. Yeah.
Well, 5.5.
Our little Penelope Louise came over for a couple of visits, and she
fun.
is a little ham. She's a little
she is like the happiest baby ever. I know people say that all the time, but like she just walks in the room and she's like, I'm so happy to see everybody.
Look at everybody.
That was so fun.
She follows the camera. She poses for the camera.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
What she does when a phone comes out.
Yeah, she's like, yeah. Anyway, so that's been really fun to spend time with her.
Yeah.
So it's been a whirlwind kind of family weekend. And I was telling Sarah when we were going to Flosstube, I said, well, I haven't cross-stitched since Wednesday, because Thursday was just chaotic. And I was just we didn't hear anything. Like he came home that afternoon to pick up some things because they thought they'd be in the hospital, as long as they could keep the baby in. But then he said, no, I think they're going to try to only go 3 days. They were trying to give mama enough of the cortisone shots for baby's lungs, which are great. Anyway, her lungs are doing great. But so they thought they would at least be there, she would probably deliver naturally. And anyway, and so he had come home about 2. He actually did not get back to the hospital before they had to take the baby. He literally, I think, missed it as in, I don't even know if he would have been he could have been with Cassidy, but he wouldn't have seen the baby. She didn't even see the baby. There's a door between the delivery room and the NICU. And he got there right as they were just finishing cleaning up the baby and got to see her right away and got to see mama. But we didn't know anything. So from 3 to 6, I wasn't bugging them like, what's going on? We were just letting them have time. And then at 6 o'clock, we got this text message saying that she'd been born at 3.
We were like, what?
Yeah.
I had no idea they were even.
Yeah. So, and I think they just kind of had some time together too, after she was brought out of the delivery room. So anyway, that night I was already going to but I was already planning on starting a sweater for this baby, knitting a baby sweater for her shower that we were going to have in 2 weeks. So I started that on her birthday. Yeah. And that's what I've been working on since Thursday. So I have a little stitching. Sarah has some stitching.
I have quite a bit of stitching because I cross-stitched on the whole drive over and cross-stitched. Well, I don't know. I still cross-stitched at home. So I still have some to show. Yeah. And we do have a little girl who wants to show something she made. So maybe I should go get her first. Yep. Okay, I'll go get her. Oh, Austin's back with the truck. Oh. Okay, I'll go call for her.
So anyway, we've had, our family's grown again.
Really?
And as a mom and a grandma, I hate that they're having to go through this, but I'm so thankful that we're in a place where they're getting the best medical care I could even imagine. And the hospital they're at has a very top-rated NICU unit. So and they've been so impressed with the nurses there. So anyway, here's granddaughter number 2.
There's big cousin
Amelia.
She's the only one who has anything to share this week. And last week, remember, she shared
motion detected at the front door.
She shared a hat that she had made. And then, do you want to talk about this one at all?
I made
another one. Almost exactly like it. Huh?
Can we?
A smaller one in less than a week.
She was just
started out on Wednesday or Tuesday.
Knitting away.
And
is it all done? Did you find a tapestry needle, Mom?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good.
And it's for Rosie.
It's for her sister.
For her birthday in April. Oh, right? Because she kept stealing Millie's.
Take mine.
She'd be like, Rosie, that's Millie's hat. Put it down. She'd be like trying to walk around with it up.
So she really likes it.
She's
going to love it. In case people didn't watch last week.
Small. It's probably not really. The other one is probably on the big side for you.
She did all the knitting. She did all the
decreasing. So fast. You started it on like Tuesday.
Yeah.
Today's Sunday, Tuesday.
You finished it really yesterday.
6 days. Yeah, you finished it Saturday.
Good job.
5 days for a hat.
It is pretty cute. I wish I could wear hats like that.
Good job. That's all you have to show, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetie. Oh, that cord.
It's like right in the way. Millie's been working on. Yeah. But a secret. She thinks that Millie was making it for Liddy for her birthday, but Liddy knows But she's making it. She made it for Rosie, I think.
Oh,
So there's
all
all
of
this
them.
like secret,
All of it's drama.
all the secret sister drama.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that's been, yeah. And last night, because we stayed up a little late, and by the way, daylight savings time,
Oh yeah.
I'm over it. It's going to be real bad tomorrow when I get up to go to work. But
Happy daylight savings.
our little Liddy, who is 11, just wants to stay up with the adults so
Yeah.
bad when they come over here. And all three girls were so tired when they got here.
They were tired.
Mhm.
I think it's just been a stressful week, and they
Yeah.
were worried. They worry a lot. Like they
Yeah.
were just really worried about Cassie and baby.
Yeah.
and-
But we ended up acquiescing last night. And then
She was like,
stay up.
please let us stay up late tonight. Let's do something fun. Like,
And we played,
okay.
all of us played Yahtzee. And I think that little girl, when we, at Christmas, at Halloween, when we had our Halloween family party, we did a bunco because we have enough people to play
And
bunco.
at Christmas.
Yeah, we did it at Christmas too, but she just
She's like starry eyed.
Oh, she loves being
She
with me.
loves a party.
Yeah,
And being with the grown-ups.
Yeah, so I think every time they come over now, she wants to play a game or do something. So anyway, we did play Yahtzee and stayed up a little late, but
Yeah.
it was worth it
It was fun.
to make
It
a
was
little
fun.
girl's dreams
Very
come
fun.
true.
Yeah, she was very happy. We just skipped our bedtime readings that we usually do and plopped them in bed. It was 9:30 old time, which is 10:30 today. So they went to bed pretty late.
Super late.
So they're a little draggy this morning, but they'll get to just rest. We're going home today, probably soon after we record this, and they can rest in the car. So
Yeah.
do you want to show what you worked on, or you want me to go?
Yeah, I
You
can
go
go
ahead.
ahead. So I had my plan, all spun out on my wheel, and I didn't really stick to it even before the baby came, but I really didn't stick to it after she came. But I did work on
Turning it for you.
several things. So I think I did work on my Joyful World, which my goal is to get the March square done this week. Not this week, this month. I'm pretty sure what I worked on
Here, that can be your table.
was I did the letters
hold
for
it up.
March. Yeah. Now the light is going to be too
Oh
bright.
yeah. Okay, so we were trying to find a good solution here. If I just tilt it.
I did the letters and I did the crane, starting with the crane or the heron, and I did a couple of
Cute.
these little blue motifs. So I did, I got some stuff done. Getting the letters done was really nice. I don't mind stitching letters. I actually kind of get some instant gratification from it.
Yeah, I know. They go fast
Mhm,
usually.
yeah.
I didn't mind doing the letters either.
So I have left, I think, the rest of the crane and some more of these flowers, and then the ground, the water in the ground. So it's doable.
Cute.
It goes fast once I start working on it. And
Yeah.
I have a hard time, like I said, over and over putting it down. So he got a lot of love.
Yeah, such a
And
cute one.
he got a lot of love. I got paper stuck everywhere. And then I worked on my gift for my friend Sue, who does not watch us. My dumpster fire friends
She must not be
forever.
that good of a friend.
I know. She's a hospice nurse and works 12-hour days.
And she's not a cross stitcher.
No,
so
and
why
she's
would
not
she watch
she's not a
this?
nurse, actually. She's an intake coordinator. So I made a design change in Dumpster Fire Friends Forever. And
Oh, you
I'm going to redo it because I was going to give us both gray hair. I was going to give me gray hair, and she dyes her hair brown. So I did a gray, because the pattern has a black-haired girl and a brown-haired
Come
girl.
on. Light.
But you can't, the gray I
Oh.
picked for her hair is too light.
It
So
is too
I'm
light.
either going to go over it with a strand
Yeah.
of darker gray. Maybe it'll look kind of salt and peppery.
This is going to be really difficult. What if I go
Okay.
off to the side?
put
Here we
my
go.
hand
If I go
on.
off to the side.
So you can see very faintly the gray hair. I can't see my finger right there, but it's too light. So anyway,
Are you
that
just
will
going to
be-
darken it to a darker gray?
Yeah, I'm going to keep it gray, but
Such a funny piece.
I know. It's just so quirky and I love it. So, and I started the other little girl's dress. So
Mhm.
not a ton, but I worked on that really at my desk when I was on hold many times this week with insurance companies. And then I worked on my spring magazine monthly piece, which was the Barbara Anna.
Oh yeah.
Oops, can't show you that one. That's the pattern. In case anybody
Oh,
is
okay.
new, it's this piece. It says spring. I don't think I did a whole lot on this, but I did finish this top. I'm right up here. So I did finish this top motif, and I think I might work on this tonight.
Wait, I think you have it upside down. Do you have it upside down? That should be the heart back stitch or the heart.
No, that's right set up. It curves around. I started here, went down.
Oh, I think I was. Okay, yeah.
It's right. I can't point to it.
It's this right here.
No, it's up over one.
This?
That one, yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Your hair.
So anyway, that got a little bit of love, not a ton.
I like that blue fabric.
This is the stiff stuff. Did you feel it?
Oh wow. What is this?
It's a whistle.
From the Hobby Lobby one?
No, this is from Amazon.
Whoa. It's like, I mean,
It's stand up on its own. It's like there's no.
wow.
It
Doesn't have any give.
I was having to scrunch it up a whole lot.
Yeah. I wonder why it's so stiff.
I don't know, because
I've
I've
never
ordered the
quite this
same
stiff.
stuff, a different
Like-
color, but same exact brand.
Can you hear it? That's so okay. Here, we'll just fold that back
I'm
up
not too
nicely.
worried about it.
That is so weirdly stiff.
I think when I get done with it, I'm gonna dump it in water. And
yeah,
then,
it'll probably soften
Yeah.
right up. It'll probably soften too as you work
It
on
will,
it.
but I
it's
don't know
just
if it'll-
interesting how soft it
yeah.
or how stiff it came.
I know, very stiff. So I worked on that, and I worked on. All right, we don't have a table in here to. Not joyful. My dreaming girl, Sal. And this is probably not going to show up real great either.
Here, I think I figured out how to show it off to the side.
Do I have a needle in here? Guess not. I've been swatching. Okay, so I started her face basically. I had her hair all done last week.
Oh yeah, that's showing up. I don't think
Yeah.
you even need to block the light.
Oh yeah, I do. So there we go. Just the side of her face. And yeah, I'm gonna chug
That's
along
cute.
on her.
Yeah, you are.
I really, I've seen the next clue, and I think there's a new clue we think coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I think.
And I can't wait to get to those because it's little motifs and it's adorable. It's just so adorable. And the last thing I worked on was button up.
Button up.
I started a new square. I started this square, and it is
Sorry.
what's going
I
to
was
be in
looking
that
up
square.
that
Let me
for
show
you.
you what it's going to be. My pattern is like basically shot. I should have made a working copy of it then.
It's cute.
So it's this square right here. He's pulling. He's
The one in
carrying
the
a tree
middle
with a dog.
bottom?
Yeah, middle bottom.
Oh yeah.
with the
Got a
house.
little house.
Yeah. So anyway, I worked on that a couple different evenings, and I was telling Sarah that I had spun my wheel last week for all my
I love this. one.
tags, and
I love the snow angel.
I know that's my favorite
So
book.
cute.
I'm gonna just, since I didn't meet all my goals, I'm just gonna keep the same projects for next week. So he'll get worked on twice again next week. And then I did work on things this summer, I think. Maybe after we Flosstube last week on Sunday. And it's gonna be really hard to see too, because I did white. I did the bottom of her swimsuit in the white stripe. It's a blue and white stripe. And I did the white stripes. So, and it's gonna be on my plans
that's
for
cute.
next week twice also.
Swimsuit.
I was telling Sarah, I've got things of autumn. I haven't started things of spring. That's the only one I haven't started. I have it, but I didn't start it. I think I started this last spring. Last summer, I started with this one. But things of autumn, things of winter, and this one are all, they could easily be finished if I just was monogamous. So I'm going to
Yeah.
hopefully get some good time
Really
in
good.
there. And then the last thing I just wanted to share was I had said that I was going to change my Barbara Bourgeot Richards piece to a different one last week. I showed it. And that I was having, because I didn't like the symbols on the one I was working on. And so I had put it away. I hadn't taken it out of its project bag or put the flosses away. It was still on I have a basket that sits on my couch that nobody sits on that corner. And so I have stuff in this basket, and I have stuff kind of between the basket and the couch that I don't want to lose in the basket. And last night, Sarah and I were sitting there. She was cross stitching, and I was knitting, and she was reaching
There was
down.
kind of a gap between the back cushion and the seat cushion, where
Yeah.
they come together. There's kind of a gap, and I looked and I was like, there's like something down there. And I didn't know what I was going to pull up. I thought it was just going to be like a little baggie of floss or something.
She slowly
I'm like-
pulls this up. Now, if you watched us in our early days, we had an episode where I had lost a whip. Her daughter had lost a whip. I think you couldn't find one. I don't remember. But, and then as we were recording, I was actually sitting on my couch.
You're like, I don't know where
I
I could
put my hand back for some reason, and I touched something behind the couch cushion, and it was the missing piece. So that was our joke. So now they're actually going down.
It was just like, what?
It's a whole project.
I really did think it was going to be like a little sandwich-sized baggie of, because that's what would be in my couch. A
Well,
sandwich-sized
that's-
bag of snacks is probably what I was calling. Somebody's Ritz crackers shoved down the cushion. But you have magic that comes out of your
I
couch.
have a magical couch. If only it was one
It's
that I
like
really
the
wanted to work on.
wardrobe in the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, except instead of going to Narnia, you just pull out new projects.
The other funny thing is we have a wingback chair that we have had forever. I mean, it's a beautiful chair. And about three years ago, my daughter-in-law was here for Christmas, and she had her new paper white thin Kindle, and they were here, and she had it out. They were living here actually at the time. And
That's
so, and then chaos happened because Christmas happened, and they arrived with all their presents, and the chair was by the tree, and she never could find that Kindle. She just, I mean, for years, she just chalked it up to it must have gotten scooped up with wrapping paper somehow and thrown away. Last year, and we had searched those chairs.
Yeah, it wasn't like you had,
We had pushed our hands down in there, and a Kindle's about, this big, I mean, they're not like tiny, but they're skinny. And lo and behold, my son this last year was looking for his keys, and he happened to shove his hand even farther down. There's like another
way down.
Yeah,
Like
like you.
old wingback.
Yeah, it's like another pocket. And he said, "Oh my gosh!" He came running out, and he goes, I think I just found Kelly's Kindle." And it had been like 3 years.
It's just been shoved way down there.
And so he
So I said, between your couch cushions and that wingback chair, you never know what kind of projects you might have shoved down there.
And that chair ate a phone.
That's right.
About a month ago. My son that found the keys in there and found the Kindle last year, they were over here visiting, and he could not find his phone. And it was not, the volume wasn't up, because my kids never turn their volume up. They have it on vibrate. But then he lays his phone down, oftentimes face down, so then you don't hear the vibrate. And so we spent an hour, all of his fiance, my husband and I, we searched this house. We thought maybe he was doing laundry, maybe it was in the washing machine. And about an hour into it, and he actually had checked that chair. And we had been calling it, but it didn't, the vibration didn't, he couldn't hear it.
So weird.
And so he thought, I'm going to check that. He tipped the chair over on its side, and then shoved his hand back in there again, and there was his phone.
So there's like a magic pocket down there.
A magic pocket. I have a magical chair and a magical couch. So if you're
one eats technology and the other eats cross-stitch projects.
So if you're ever missing a project, just give me a call. I'll check my couch for you.
It might have gone from a portal to her couch, and we'll just pull it out for you.
It was crazy.
It was really funny, because we just like looked at each other like, are you kidding?
And it could have been a baggie of floss too, because we do keep our floss in Ziploc baggies a lot.
Yeah, it could have been. Do you want to show what you're knitting or no?
Oh yeah, this is what took up the rest of my weekend. So I had bought this beautiful part silk yarn, fingering weight, so it's very fine, for when my daughter-in-law was expecting Penny. But then I realized that it was very hard to find fingering weight baby sweater patterns. And so I did find one, and I did knit Penny one. And then I was planning all along to knit one for baby Junie, but I hadn't started it. I just hadn't had my knitting mojo was just really gone. But I did another search on Ravelry, and I don't know if I changed my parameters, but I found another designer, Melissa Lavar, and this one's called Like a Rain. She's like a rainbow. And I love that little yoke. I just wanted a little lacy yoke, and then I bought, and I had very specific, it had to be a fingering weight. It needed to be seamless. I don't like to seam sleeves. I've never seamed a sleeve, actually. I wanted it to be the sleeves knit in the round, and I did not want to have to pick up stitches for that button band. And button
really, really wanted a horse in the picture. That was one of the parameters.
Sarah, I don't think Shelly watches us, but that we can't figure out why that horse is in that picture.
Right, just was cracking up. I was
doesn't add a thing.
Why is that horse there? It's not like.
It's not even a cute
horse. It's confusing to me.
It's not even a cute horse.
It probably belongs to her little girl or something.
Probably.
It just made me laugh, because I was like, what? What's going on there?
But anyway, so the button band is knit right along. I don't have to pick up stitches. But it's got that lacy pattern, of course, when I'm in a hurry. So I had a little bit of problem yesterday, but I figured it all out. I've ripped it out a million times, and it's not going to show because of this light. but you can kind of see that little,
So this is the yoke, the neckline there.
yeah, that's the back. So anyway,
It's a cardi, right?
yeah, it's a little cardi.
So it'll go
Of course,
around
it's going to
both
be
sides.
huge for her forever because
Are you doing the 0 to 6?
Yeah,
month size?
and
She's going to be 0 to 6 month size in like 2 years.
yeah,
She'll catch up.
it might fit her actually in the fall.
cute.
Actually, when she's going to want a
It'll go
sweater.
like this, actually.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm that should not take me.
Soft. It's
It is
very
really soft. It's part. I said it's got
Got
silk.
this really pretty halo.
Yeah, it's a fuzzy.
Softness.
What is it? The yarn, if you're interested, is phyllo, 80% wool, 20% silk. Cloud fibers. Is it cloud 9? Yeah, cloud 9 fibers. Can't see it, but
Phyllo.
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 Mm-hmm. And you got a lot on this. I mean, like I did a sweater out of one skein and I had a lot left over. I don't know where I put it. And then I had another skein. I'll probably do her a little hat too.
Yeah.
I can find a cute, creamy hat with fingering it. I could hold it double and do DK weight. So that took up my weekend. So I'm going to have to pace myself now and do a little bit of knitting and a little bit of stitching because I did miss my stitching. So,
Yeah.
But Sarah carried us this week.
I have some stitching. I set up a Tiny Decisions app with the wheels for choosing what to work on.
Mhm.
I kind of hadn't wanted to because I was like, well, I kind of it's fine to just do the just kind of pick what I want from whatever hashtag theme I wanted for the day. But I thought, well, there were a lot of projects in those hashtags that I just was never choosing to pick up.
Even though you wanted to.
Even though I want to work on them, maybe it's in a magazine and I haven't bothered to copy it, or maybe it's this like humongo chart, like from the one I'm about to show that I don't really know what to do. Maybe I should just cut it apart or something. I don't know. Because I don't really know that I need to pass this cutter on. I'm marking it all up because it's so huge. So this was one of the days. I'm not going to go in any order. I'll just grab a project and show. But this is one I think I probably worked on Friday for Floral Friday, I think. It's this huge sunflower.
I found that on 123 Stitch too, by the way.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That Riolas is on there. And I just happened to look for a different, I was looking for a different Riolas and I was scrolling through there.
So here we go. This is where I am at. So many colors.
You could
at one, and like just little bits of color here, little bits there. So it's kind of a pain to count, but it's so effective and really, really pretty.
It's gonna be.
It's better in person. The lighting in here isn't great. It's gonna be pretty vibrant.
So stunning.
So I'm working on this flower right here, and I'm about I would think halfway done. I've got like all of this done, so I kind of just need to do up here, and then I think I'm not sure which direction I'll go.
Yeah,
probably wherever the wind takes me that day. But it is pretty nice to stitch on because it's Aida and the fabric is big. I think it's like
my cardinals.
18.
It's a lot of color changes.
14. But it's 14. Yeah, even easier.
But on that bigger weight, bigger whole fabric, it does. Even though it's got a lot of color changes, it just seems to go fast.
Yeah. Although the big drawback on this is truly that the pattern is just this unfolded. I'm not going to show it much.
They're not going to be able to see it. I mean,
yeah, you can't really replicate it from this. I mean, look, this is what the pattern is like. It's got a huge piece
Can you
of paper.
just copy it in quadrants?
Yeah, I probably could just do that.
It's nice that it's in color though.
Just cut it apart literally because it's not like a nice enough pattern that I would pass it on or something.
Would you be able to match up though? You'd have to cut right along.
Yeah, I'd have to cut exactly on the line. That would be hard because there's no grade. I don't know. So for now, I'm just still using the whole page, but it just makes it a little less like pleasing to pull out because I've got this huge thing. I work on it usually with it folded, but. And then I worked this week on Patty O'Hare from Lizzie Kate. Millie's just sitting down here watching, I guess. Patty O'Hare. So
I
you'll
saw
see
somebody
that
else
I've been
working on
this area. You did?
Yeah, somebody on Instagram was showing this.
And this was a kit, so I have the called for fabric, and I think I have all the same colors. Here, let me move the thread a little bit.
Wait, when you showed that to me yesterday, did you just have the sleeve checkerboard done?
Yeah.
Did you do all that last night when we were watching the movie?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think I finished. I did actually. I only had this much filled in of the dark blue yesterday. I worked on this on the way here too, the 2 hours in the car. I had done this already.
So
cute. And then yesterday I filled in all the rest of the dark blue. I did have to rip a little bit back because I had miscounted between these two lighter blue stripes. And so I had to rip out this light blue stripe and this and put the bag. So all in all, I think I did a lot yesterday.
Is that not adorable? I want a shirt
green
like that.
isn't shown there. That's like more true
Mhm.
color of the green.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute? Oh,
That's cute.
so I'm working on his little shirt.
I have a piece of linen that color.
And look,
What did I buy it for?
You're working on those flowers. That flower one.
Yeah, I
just
dyed
asked-
that one though.
Oh, you
But I bought a
another
piece
one?
of green. I think it's with my little Jardin Privé garden.
Oh,
I think I picked a green piece for that.
fun.
No, I didn't.
No,
Did I?
what Chardonnay? Oh, the Primavera? No, the
Yeah,
summer.
yeah.
the
Summer.
or the
Etching.
patchwork ete.
Yeah.
The summer.
I think I bought a
patchwork.
green for that.
That'd be pretty.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be really
I
pretty.
was trying to really zazz it up, man. Zhuzh. I'm
Yeah.
zhuzhing it up.
You're getting fancy with the fabrics.
Hmm.
This is
That's
one of my
expensive.
whip go pieces.
I think Poppy's back, honey. Can you go open the door? Millie, Poppy's back with lunch.
Sorry, I'm looking for the picture because I have 4 patterns in here and they're all in here at once.
4 patterns, huh?
Well,
You're
like the
skimping
4
on our
small
project
ones.
pants?
Well, no, I have 4 of them. This is my Snapperland.
Oh, yes.
So I have 4 small ones all on the same fabric. So I've done, let's see which ones. I know I've done this one. And I know, I think I've done, this one. Where is the picture of the other one that I'm actually working on right now? There it is. Oh, it just was hiding. So this is the one I've been working on. And then the last one I'll do next is this one.
Oh,
So I'm doing them all in a row. So I've been working on the rink. Last week I just had a little bit of the white of the ice skating rink done. But
did
this
you ever
week
figure
I
out the color of your
finished.
border? Remember you were having all that trouble with your border?
No, well, I think I just found a good option. I'm not sure it's even accurate.
It looks accurate to me.
They look fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, I ended up going with a DMC and I'm not sure.
Only one more square to go?
Yeah, well, I have a little bit
Oh.
more on here. There's a star and some back stitching for the ice, and I think that one's done after that. Oh, and his ice skates will be back stitched. So I'm pretty close. That was
Pretty
really
close.
what my goal was to finish the rink. I stayed up kind of late one night to do that,
Mhm.
and it was worth it, I think.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the last square. So this is my whip go goal. I can't remember how much I got done. I definitely hit what I had in my weekly
Mhm.
mental goal for that.
And this weekend was Whip Go weekend, but I didn't do it. I was going to.
I didn't either. Well, there's too much going on.
Yeah. But I was going to.
I don't know if this is worth showing. No, I worked a tiny bit on my milk and cream, but hardly anything because I was out of the floss, which that's part of my haul that I need to pay you for. And then my other whip go piece is this toile sampler. I have a little post-it note in it. I don't know why I haven't done that.
You just found it.
No, that's the chart. The picture is over here. Here's what my other whip go piece is, and I think I'm making steady enough progress on these. And I have been working on, what I've been doing is putting off that big house in the middle. That's what I've been doing. So I finished this guy off to this side, and the dog, I modified a little bit. I didn't like it exactly.
Great.
And I'm really happy with it. Basically, he had another row on top of his head and no ear. And I was like, well, that looks weird. I want a dog with a little upright ear. So I got rid of the top row of a little bit of stitching. I moved the eye a little bit. Anyways, so I stitched the brick walkway thing that they're on, the path. The man, I finished the dog, and then I did all this.
Pretty
this
motif.
week. Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, me too. It's really pretty. This one is really nice to work on. I just like it.
And the pattern, in case people want to know.
Oh yeah. And I think I linked it in the last video because somebody was asking. And so I was able to find somebody selling it on Etsy, I think, this book. It's the 2003 Better Homes and Gardens Across Stitch Christmas. I could not find the patterns separately. I did find the designer, but I think all of her things were I found basically a list. And I think I linked it on last week's video, number 40. What's her name now? I forget. Her name is, I don't have this in a very easy, Laura Holtorf Collins, and she designed quite a while ago. And I don't think she has anything available online, but I did link a list of things and what publications they're published in. So if you're really
So she might have just done
excited to
publications.
do more research on her, I don't know. 2 more things that I worked on. Oh, and then I did a little knitting. So I worked on my Dreaming Girl as well. This is the clue I've been working on.
So cute. I can't wait to get to the next
I
clue.
know. I'm really.
I might just
trucking
stop her
on.
face and start clue
Yeah,
two.
let's
Do a
go back to
couple
her
things.
face later.
I don't have to do it in order.
Look at all that I've got.
Since I'm so behind. And
Oh, look,
it's
there's
so-
a needle stabbing in her face here.
We have a ring light right over our head, if in case we didn't say that.
Just to make my
Yeah.
computer camera was kind of grainy with the lighting options in here. So, so there she is.
There she
I did
is.
substitute out the yellow that's on the moon. It's not exactly the called for yellow. We'll be done in a couple minutes. Somebody brought us lunch, so we'll stop and when we're done and go eat. Anyways, so I just grabbed a color of yellow I had in my stash that didn't even have a number on it. So hopefully I have enough of it because I don't even know what color I'm
Well,
using.
you can do different yellows for different things.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
You figured that
But
much.
I actually really like it. So it's not the called for yellow on the moon and on these outside of these flowers.
Why'd you do that? You didn't have
I just didn't have it, and
Oh.
I thought, well, let's just try this,
Mhm.
and I liked it.
It's beautiful.
Last,
I told her last night how much I liked her yellows and oranges popping on that
yeah, they look great on the green.
fabric.
I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
The last cross stitching I did is my Snow Queen. So we had talked a couple weeks ago how I was missing. I'll just show. I was missing some of these. I'll pull them out and show them in a little bit. Some flosses. We made a mistake in which ones I needed, which like size of floss. So I didn't actually work on those at all. Oh, see, it's on my Q-snap still. Maybe I'll just pop it off a little bit. I don't even know the best way to do this. Like, I don't know, do you pop off your Q-snap or do you slide it? I'm just
I
going
would
to take off
slide
the
them.
bottom half.
I think if you
so
slide them, you might snag your fabric or something.
that's what I was thinking too.
Mhm.
So I've been popping it off. So this is the one I've been working on.
Snow Queen by Mirabilia.
This line down her front bodice is where I've been working and up here a little. So it doesn't really look like anything, but this is the trail of her dress, from her stomach down to her feet. So I did quite a bit on this. I think I did all this white color, a lot of this dark gray.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't do any of the light blue. That was already done. So now this week, I'll show when we talk in a few minutes about haul, I have the colors I think I need to keep going on the spots where I wanted to stitch anyway. I could keep going with the ones I've been working on. There's so much beading that there is it's hard to figure out where to work next. Yeah, anyways. So
I was finding that I had to really catch myself when I was working on an egg gatherer because I thought, oh, that's not a stitch, that's a bead.
Yeah.
And so then I would finish a section and go, oh, I missed some areas. And I'd go back and look and it's like, oh no, that's where the beads are going to go.
Yeah.
So I had to get reacquainted with that whole thing because I haven't done beads.
I haven't
in
done
years.
a lot with beading before. The last thing I'm trying to finish these socks. I think I'll work on them. Well, no, I think I'm driving home today.
Oh, yeah.
I really wanted to knit on the drive, but
You took a nap.
no, I didn't.
You
My husband does not do well with time changes. He doesn't do well sleeping away from home. This was like a perfect storm for him. So
Yeah.
he tried to take a nap and then couldn't. So this is the finished sock. And then I'm trying really hard to finish the toe.
Mhm.
Now that it's spring and I don't need wool socks. Perfect timing.
Ready for them
I'll
next
have
fall.
them next year.
Because it's going to happen because we are halfway through March already, folks. Halfway.
Crazy. Okay. That's everything I worked on. Do you have haul you would like to
I have
share?
a little tiny bit of haul, not
Just
much.
dropped everything down here.
But I did want to show, a bunch of people have talked about Be Stitch Me for fabric. And so I went to Be Stitch Me's website and I ordered a couple pieces just to have in my stash. So I bought this, it's called Steel, and it is a 22 count Ada Lugana. And it is a bluey gray called Steel. Anyway, I thought, I like 22 count for certain things. So I did that for price that she sells out. So I mean, my pickings were slim, but I wanted to get a couple pieces and her prices were not bad at all.
I've heard good things about Honey. This one.
This one? Honey, yeah.
I'm trying to think who I know that has said they
I wonder
really
if
like
this
that
would be big
one.
enough to do my ring around the rose tree on, or if it would be too close to 25 count, if it would be too close to any of the floss colors. So
Maybe.
this one is Honey, and it is 18 by 27 Lugana 25 count, and it is that's pretty close to what it looks like, I think, from our end. So it's a pretty little apricot-y color. I would call that apricot.
Yeah.
In fact, Carolyn Zook talks about her spring Hawk Run Hollow being on or something she's working on. No, not those. Something else she's working on. She's talked about an apricot colored fabric. Oh, it was her Blackbird Designs bunny and Easter basket designs that I love. I wonder if this is, because I know she does use Be Stitch Me. So I wonder if this is the color of fabric she used. Anyways, I got that. And then I have talked in the past about my woes, and it wasn't their fault, but it was the silver needle because I was looking for some older Brenda Gervais patterns. And this is not going to photograph well on this video. But this is called Heaven and Nature Sing.
See if I can get
And
it.
it's an angel. And it says Noel. She's got her head turned to the side. There's a
That's not
deer.
bad.
I just thought she was beautiful. I don't do a lot of Christmas stitching because I just have so much Christmas stuff
Mhm.
already, but she spoke to me.
She's really pretty.
And she is
Like the
done.
snowflakes down here.
It's just beautiful. And I think it's definitely one of her older ones too. This is the one that was holding up my order originally.
Oh,
And
and
then-
then finally got it.
And I think the next day, after they sent my first 2 patterns, and then the next day they sent this
Oh.
one. It was 2012, but it's done all in overdyes, and I am going to do her in overdyes. I'm not going to.
Well, she's such that's a big amount of stitching that
Yeah.
you might want that
Yeah.
variegation.
So I will do that.
Are you gonna do her like the whole thing in all the overdyes or just
I
her
think so.
or the
I think I'll
reindeer?
do the whole thing.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That'll be kind of an heirloom piece for me. So that, I think that's really all. I printed a couple freebies off of, so if you follow Jen from Stitching in the Bluegrass, she has a Facebook group now, and people have been linking to lots of cute little free patterns, and a lot of them are Doreen Jones.
I kind of think that might be a group that was already going. That's her stitching group there.
Who's?
Jen.
Yeah.
Unless there's 2 groups, but the one that
I'm only
I just
one.
joined,
Yeah.
I think it was already kind of just her stitching group, and they've
Maybe.
opened it up.
Oh,
She was
maybe
talking
that's
about it
it.
on her most recent
Oh,
video.
okay.
I watched her this week.
Okay. So I just joined
And
it.
so there's like several things, probably even back. You could go,
Yeah,
and
but-
yeah, lots of cute freebies posted.
Yeah.
I was looking at some
Yeah.
of
And
those.
that Doreen Jones, cute stuff.
Mhm.
Really
Ooh, these
cute.
are so soft.
And that's about it.
So for my Snow Queen, we had originally bought water. What was the other one? It's Karen, but it was water something else, and I needed water lilies, and I had water
Paint. I don't know. It wasn't water. Paint.
watercolors, I think.
Watercolors?
Watercolors. So I needed water lilies in the same colorways as I had, but they were too thick. They were basically, I think, the size of
Yeah.
like a number 5 pearl
Yeah.
cotton. So anyways, I needed these. So I'll pay you back today before we
Mhm.
leave. Mom picked these up for me at her LNS.
Yeah, they're
Let me
really
see if the color will fit
they're
better.
shiny. So there.
So this is water lilies. This one is called porcelain blue, 254.
Wow, that's a good name
So
for it.
that'll be on, I know. And then this one is called monsoon. Oh, my nose just got itchy. There, that's pretty
Mhm.
fair color
Yeah,
representation.
that's for sure. They're stunning.
They're super pretty, really, really pretty, and so soft. I mean,
Mhm.
they're silk. Yeah, they are silk. Wow. Didn't know I was gonna be stitching with silk. And then I needed a couple more for my well, this
Milk
was
and
for
cream?
sure for milk and cream, and this might have been for something else. I can't remember off the top of my head. Pine needles. So just some threads,
Mhm.
some flosses. So that is good. I had needed a couple updated things there. And that's all I bought this week. I need to go buy some yarn to make a baby sweater or something, but I haven't.
You
done
needed
that
a
yet.
little heart warmer.
I did. I gave her a little gift at her other
Oh.
shower, but I wanted to kind of
Something
knit
for the
some
shower,
things.
yeah. So yeah, we were supposed to have a
gonna try.
baby shower for this baby in 2 weeks. So we're probably gonna give it a little more time.
Yeah, we'll wait
For
and
Mama.
see what Mommy wants to do.
Yeah.
Anything else? Plans?
Just
We
my
don't have a
plans.
giveaway this week.
Yeah, but we
Things
do
were too
have
crazy. I didn't have a chance to look through what I had.
we do have a winner.
Sorry,
from
my
last week's giveaway.
Oh, I didn't do a. Ooh,
Hold on a second.
what was the word? I better do
I
this
think was
word.
it happy?
Happy.
Happy? Because we're
What's
giving
making
away
you
Be
happy? Yep. So you get to do a real time.
So this is Be Happy by Summer House Stitch Works. It's adorable.
Fun.
It's all in DMC. And you could do it. I mean, you could change those colors up, but it really screamed spring to me when I saw it.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to be doing this real time, everybody.
even
You're
know how
so
to do it.
lucky.
I know, 'cause we're so
Okay.
prepared today.
Me too. Okay, so the word was happy. I forgot that we had a giveaway
Because
last week.
people were telling us the things that are making them happy.
So the winner for that pattern, sorry,
It's okay.
the
I'll
Be
hold it.
Happy one is Brenda Foy. So Brenda, I don't think we have your address yet. I don't think we've
I don't think I've mailed anything
done
down.
that. So if you could find our email address in the description box below
Look at those
and
little
send us your address,
Look at those little bees. There's little bees all up around it.
Those are cute. So congratulations, Brenda.
I'll try to send it to you. I'm kind of thinking I want to stitch it now.
Oh my gosh, we'll try to send it to you, but we're so slow at mailing everything right now. Well,
I
you're
have
faster.
I have 2
I'm
to go
slower.
still, so I
I'm
forget now
behind.
off the top of my head who won
Every
summer
week.
acorns, but this is going to go out. Everything else I've sent out, and I'm hoping everybody else got it. So if you're not waiting for the blue flower or waiting for this one, have you got some
Oh
you have to
gosh,
send out?
yeah.
Okay.
And I don't even know what. Part of the reason I haven't sent them out is because I need to get organized and make sure the addresses are matched and then have time to go to the post office. And
Yeah,
that was going to
get 'em
happen
out.
this weekend.
I'll definitely get
Surprise.
my 2 out. Well, I'll get for sure this one out because we have your address. I just can't remember your name because it's daylight savings time and I stayed up till 2:30 in the morning.
That was Sheila.
Which was really 3:30 in the morning that I went to bed.
So
Just bad thing.
yeah.
But we get together and we watched a movie with our husbands and then they went to bed and then we don't get to stitch and just visit like
Well,
that.
even during the day, the girls are busy. If we come visit during the day, I don't get that much stitching done.
The girls are always
We're kind
around
of
us.
getting them snacks or I don't know,
Mhm.
busy out doing shopping.
We did have a beautiful day yesterday. It was almost 60 degrees. And so
We did stitch.
we
a little
did
bit
stitch out.
outside.
Well, I knit and she stitched outside on our back patio.
That was nice.
And it was really nice. I haven't really sat outside much yet because it's just now starting to get that. But oh man, is it cold at night? It's getting down to like 34 degrees at night still here.
Yeah.
Which
At our house too,
seems-
but up into the 50s and
Mhm.
sometimes the 60s and day,
Yeah.
which is nice. I love that.
Right. So hopefully, if you're new, we hope you found something you liked here, even though it's a little, I don't even know if we could say it's a little more scattered than normal because we're
I
just
thought we
keep,
kind of trucked along
we,
pretty
do. We
normally.
try to keep it.
I
we're
do
just-
feel my brain is cluttery and scattered, I feel
Mhm.
like, but
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah. But I'm happy. I'm happy for this baby. And I'm just praying that she just is a rock star and gets out of there as fast as she can, that there's no setbacks. And
yeah.
as I said earlier, when I think was getting her daughter Millie to come in, it's really hard, to see your kid go through this and we
Mhm.
can't go in there and be with them
I
and
know
help
that's I think
them.
the
And
hardest part.
he said it's kind of a double-edged sword. It's kind of nice that they don't have a bunch
Mm-hmm.
of family coming in, but then they also miss having family coming in. So it is what it is. And
Yeah.
I was thrilled that we could go. Nobody chased us away. We were all
Yeah.
outside on a little bench and we had our masks on.
We might the girls didn't go with us last night and one of them in particular is regretting that they didn't go and give him a hug.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty close to Uncle Andrew.
Yeah.
So I suggested to Jesse that if they're up for it, maybe we could bring him by a coffee and they could just give him a quick hug. It wouldn't have to be a big thing before we leave. I don't know what time it is. I don't know because I think this is wrong. It's probably 3. No, it's 2. I don't know. What time is it?
Behind us. I don't
Is
know
that
if-
wrong or
I don't
right?
know if Dad. I
It's
don't
probably
know.
2.
It's 2.
So anyways, thanks for
They're
watching.
gonna do cares, I think, at 3.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't know. Yeah, just call them.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for watching. We hope you guys are all well and doing well and being healthy. And I hope wherever you're at, your COVID stuff is working. Well, every state's doing different stuff right now. So, and there's lots of controversy over what some states are doing. And our state is still just kind of chugging along, but we're opened up a little bit more. So that was encouraging. And
Yep.
more and more people, there's huge push to get the vaccine. I think a lot of people are getting it. I'm really hopeful about that for summer. And our family, I feel pretty safe, although we'll have to, more than anything, protect Andrew, baby daddy, for getting even a cold. I mean, Cassidy got her COVID shot, so her first one. So I'm not worried about COVID for her, but we'll have to keep daddy safe. But he'll just be home with us and not go anywhere. He'll be in the hospital.